हाँ ठीक अच्छे आमे करिबा किछि असुविधा नहीं या ओके विल डू इट नो इश्यूज इसे या ओके विल डू इट नो इश्यूज हाँ ठीक अच्छे आमे करिबा किछि असुविधा नहीं मीनिंग नो इश्यूज नो प्रॉब्लम से किछि बहाना करी कहला he made some excuses and said he made some excuses and said सेटा अलगा कथा that is a different thing that is a different thing सेटा अलगा कथा we can also say like that is a different story altogether that is a different story altogether सेटा पूरा पूरी अलगा कथा that is a different story altogether विसे से दुईटा अलगा अलगा जिनस that are two different things that are two different things मते भलो लागला ने I felt unfair मु कहली सेटा भलो नुए I said that's not good I said that's not good that's not fair you can also say এটা तुम लाइफ को डिस्टर्ब करिवो इट विल डिस्टर्ब योर लाइफ इट विल डिस्टर्ब योर लाइफ बहुत लज्जाजनक परिस्थिति थिला इट वाज द मोस्ट एम्बैरेसिंग सिचुएशन इट वाज द मोस्ट एम्बैरेसिंग सिचुएशन एम्बैरेसिंग सिचुएशन माने लज्जाजनक परिस्थिति मु जेमति सेमति करी मैनेज कली आई समहाउ managed to do that I somehow managed to do that मु सेमिति केबे कहिनी I never said like that I never said like that guys मु जानी ची एटा दरकार बट हेले भी आमे करिवानी okay I know it's important but having said that we won't do it I know it's important मु जानी ची एटा important but हेले भी but having said that आमे करिवानी will not do it we won't do it we say having said that meaning हेले भी like however but still we can also say किछि दूर पर्यंत ठीक अछि to some extent it's okay to some extent it's okay to some extent माने किछि दूर पर्यंत किछि लिमिट पर्यंत को पर्यंत to what extent to what extent को पर्यंत that means कि को लिमिट पर्यंत बेसे को बेसिस रे on what basis on what basis माने को बेसिस रे को आधार रे बेसे on what basis तो मैं को बेसिस रे कहबो on what basis you will say on what basis you will say किछि समय पई भलो अछि for the time being it's fine for the time being it's fine समय संगरे सबु बदली जीवो everything will change with the passage of time everything will change with the passage of time with the passage of time meaning समय संगरे समय रो पेस रे सबु बदली जीवो सेमिति होबा पई बहुत समय दरकार पड़े it takes a lot of time to be like that it takes a lot of time to be like that सेमिति होबा पई साहस दरकार it takes courage to be like that it takes courage to be like that it takes माने दरकार पड़े guys बहुत समय नहीं it takes a hell lot of time it takes a hell lot of time it takes a lot of time it has सेमिति रुए it remains the same it remains the same दुकान बंद रुए the shop remains closed the shop remains closed खोला रुए it remains open it remains open 5 दिन पई खोला थिला it remained open for 5 days it remained open for 5 days 5 दिन पई खोला थिला एटा खर्च छोड़ा आउ किछि नुए it's nothing but expenses You see, it's nothing but expenses. ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିବାରୁ ମୁଁ ଏଟା କଲି, I did it at the behest of him. You see, I did it at the behest of him. At the behest meaning ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିବାରୁ, at the behest of him. ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିବାରୁ, ତାଙ୍କ କଥାରୁ. I did it at the behest of him. Structure ଟା important guys. ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ. At the behest ମାନେ କହିବାରୁ. କିଏ କହିବାରୁ କଲ? At whose behest you did it? Yes. At whose behest you did it? At whose behest ମାନେ କିଏ କହିବାରୁ? Like କିଏ ତମକୁ କହିଲେ ଏ ଅର୍ଥରେ ଯେଥିପାଇଁ ତମେ କଲ. At whose behest you did it? We say. କିଏ କହିଲେ ବି କରନି. Don't do it at anyone's behest. You see, don't do it at anyone's behest. ମାନେ କିଏ କହିଲେ ବି କରନି. At your behest ମାନେ ତମ କହିବାରୁ. ତା କହିବାରୁ at his behest we say. ଯେହେତୁ ତମେ ସେଇଠି ଅଛ ମୋ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଆଣ. Since you are there, get me something. Since you are there, ଯେହେତୁ ତମେ ସେଇଠି ଅଛ ମୋ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଆଣ. Get me something. ନହେଲେ now that you are there, get me something. Now that we use କରିପାରିବା. ଯେହେତୁ ତମେ ସେଇଠି ଅଛ, now that you are there, get me something. ମୋ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଆଣ. କୋଉ ଅର୍ଥରେ? In what sense? In what sense? ନହେଲେ in what term? ନହେଲେ again in what context? କୋଉ ଅର୍ଥରେ? ଏଟା ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଭଲ ଅଛି. It's good in terms of look. It's good in terms of look. ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଗଲେ ଭଲ ଅଛି. ଦେଖିବା ଅର୍ଥରେ ଭଲ ଅଛି. ଦେଖିବାକୁ ଭଲ ଅଛି ଯୋଉଟା ଆମକୁ in terms of ମାନେ ସେ ଅର୍ଥରେ. ସେ ଅର୍ଥରେ ଭଲ ଅଛି. Yeah, it's good in terms of that. Yeah, it's good in terms of that. In terms of meaning ସେ ଅର୍ଥରେ. ସେ appearance ରେ, ସେ basis ରେ. ସେମିତି ହବା ନାଟକ କରନି. Don't pretend to be like that. Don't pretend to be like that. Pretend କରିବା, ନାଟକ କରିବା, ଚଳନ କରିବା, act କରିବା. ମୁଁ ଏମିତି ନାଟକ କରିପାରିବିନି. I can't pretend to be. I can't pretend to be. ସେ ଏମିତି ନାଟକ କରୁନଥିବ. She can't be pretending it. She can't be pretending it. ନହେଲେ she can't be faking it. We can also say. ଛଳନା କରୁନଥିବ, ମିଛ କହୁନଥିବ. She can't be faking it. She can't be pretending. ମୋତେ ଜ୍ୱର ହେଲା ପରି ନାଟକ କରିପାରିବେନି. I can't pretend to be having fever. I can't pretend to be having fever. Pretend to be having fever ମାନେ ଜ୍ୱର ହେଲା ପରି ନାଟକ କରିବା. Pretend to be having fear ମାନେ ଡର ରହିଲା ପରି ନାଟକ କରିବା. ଏ ପ୍ରକାର ଆପଣ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ରେସନ୍ସ ବନେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି ଗାଇସ୍. ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସଲେସନ୍ ହିଁ ଶିଖଉନି ଗାଇସ୍. ଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ଚର ଦେଖଉଛି ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କି ଆପଣ ଡିପଲି ବୁଝିପାରିବେ, ନିଜ ଆକର୍ଡିଂ ସେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ସେସ୍ ବନେଇ ପାରିବେ. ସୋ ଆପଣ ଲେଖି ବି ପାରନ୍ତି, ନହେଲେ ସ୍କ୍ରିନଶଟ୍ ବି ନେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି. ତା ପାଖରେ ପାସବୁକ୍ ହିଁ ନାହିଁ. ATM କଥା ଛାଡ଼. He doesn't even have a passbook, let alone ATM. He doesn't even have a passbook. ତା ପାଖରେ ପାସବୁକ୍ ହିଁ ନାହିଁ. ATM କଥା ତ ଛାଡ଼. Let alone ATM or let alone debit card. You can say. Let alone ମାନେ ସେ କଥା ତ ଛାଡ଼. ଏ ଅର୍ଥରେ ୟୁଜ୍ କରିବା. ତା ପାଖରେ ବହି ନାହିଁ. ପଢ଼ିବା କଥା ତ ଛାଡ଼. He doesn't have a book itself, let alone reading. He doesn't have a book itself. ତା ପାଖରେ ବହି ନାହିଁ. Let alone reading. ପଢ଼ିବା କଥା ତ ଛାଡ଼. ତମେ ସେଟା ତ ଛାଡ଼. ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ କାମ ବି କରିପାରିବନି. Let alone that. You can't even do a small work. Let alone that. ସେ କଥା ତ ଛାଡ଼. You can't even do a small work. କାହା ତରଫରୁ? On whose behalf? On whose behalf? କାହା ତରଫରୁ? ଏଇଠି ନିଅ ତାଙ୍କ ତରଫରୁ. Here you go. on behalf of him. You see, here you go, on behalf of him. On behalf of him meaning तांको तरफरु. On behalf of me माने मो तरफरु. On behalf meaning तरफरु. You understand guys? से स्कूल जीवा बहाना रे ता फ्रेंड को मिसिबा को गला. She went to meet her friend on the pretext of going to school. Yes, she went to meet her friend on the pretext of going to school. On the pretext of meaning bahana deki, bahana koriki, on the pretext of bahana koriki. Of logiki bhavre ame anji logay padibo. Se bohi kiniba bahana re bahut paisa nela. He took a lot of money on the pretext of buying books. You see, he took a lot of money on the pretext of buying books. Now the last one of this lesson today, my friend. Tome sort out kara. You only sort it out. You see, you only sort it out. No, you only figure it out. You see, you only figure it out. Now, कितने interesting. Sort out करिवा तो समाधान करिवा, solve करिवा, ठीक करिवा, figure out. रबी same kind of meaning रही ची जोटा हम बुझिवा, understand करिवा, solve करिवा. मु सब किछि manage करिवी. इसे मु सब किछि manage करिवी. I'll manage everything. You see, I will manage everything. बाकी को तो तुम्हें बुझो. You see, बाकी को तो तुम्हें बुझो. You take care of the rest. You see, you take care of the rest. बाकी को तो तुम्हें बुझो. You take care of the rest. तुम्हें बहुत भला. You are the best. You see, you are the best. तुम्हें बहुत भला. मते कहिथिबारु धन्यवाद. Thank you for telling me. You see, thank you for telling me. Thank you for helping me. ए प्रकार एक्सप्रेशंस पर नहीं पारंते. तुम्हें जाओ कौनसी प्रॉब्लम हबोनी. इसे तुम्हें जाओ कौनसी प्रॉब्लम हबोनी. You go, there would be no problem. इसे you go, there would be no problem. तुम्हें जाओ किछि प्रॉब्लम हबोनी. तुम्हें सबु बेले एमिति भाबो. इसे तुम्हें सबु बेले एमिति भाबो. You always think like that. You see, you always think like this, like that, whatever. You see, तुम्हें सबु बेले एमिति भाबो. You always think so. You can also say negative हवा बंद करो. You see, negative हवा बंद करो. Stop being negative. You see, stop being negative. Negative हवा बंद करो. एमिति नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड रखने. एमिति नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड रखने. Don't have such negative attitude. You see, don't have such negative attitude. Chances अच्छी तुम्हें पाई जियो. Chances are there. You will get that. You see, chances are there. You will get it. You can also say शेषरे कौन हुए तुम्हें जानी चो. You see, शेषरे कौन हुए तुम जानी चो. You know what happens eventually? See, you know what happens eventually? You see guys, सबु तम पई बेकार हे जिवो. You see, सबु तम पई बेकार हे जिवो. Everything will be useless to you. You see, everything will be useless to you. सेमिति ही हला. You see, सेमिति ही हला. That's exactly what happened. You see, that's exactly what happened. हमें जानी भी नु कि कौन होची. इसे हमें जानी भी नु कि कौन होची. Like we don't even know that what's happening. इसे we don't even know that what's happening. एटा होची तमरो belief. इसे एटा होची तमरो belief. It is just your belief. इसे it is just your belief. Now belief meaning विश्वास, kind of जोटा सत्य नुए belief, right? आउ कौन जानिବାକୁ चाहुछ. You see, आउ कौन जानिବାକୁ चाहुछ. What else do you want to know? You see, what else do you want to know? सितरी कौन हैला. You see, सितरी कौन हैला. What's wrong with that? You see, what's wrong with that? एकापरी लागे किंतु नुए. You know, it seems the same, but it's not. You see, it seems the same, but it's not. केमिति हबो कुओ केमिति हबो कुओ हाउ वुड इट बी टेल मी हाउ वुड इट बी टेल मी कोटी ना कोटी इटा इम्पोर्टेंट कोटी ना कोटी इटा इम्पोर्टेंट at some point or the other it's important at some point or the other it's important at some point or the other meaning कोटी ना कोटी को पॉइंट रे ना को पॉइंट रे को पेस रे ना को पेस रे को टाइम रे ना को टाइम रे बेसिकली संभावना बढ़ी जाए the possibility increases the possibility increases संभावना बढ़ी जाए the chances increase you say सेटा करिवार चांस नहीं there is no chance of doing that you see there is no chance of doing that सेतरे किछि भूल नहीं सेतरे किछि भूल नहीं nothing wrong with that you see there is nothing wrong with that सेतरे किछि भूल नहीं किछि खराब नहीं अर्थ रे काम करो आगो को बढ़ो टेक एक्शन एंड मूव ऑन टेक एक्शन एंड मूव ऑन वे तो तमे करि परिबोनी वे तो तमे करि परिबोनी चांसेस आर यू कैन डू इट चांसेस आर यू कैन डू इट चांसेस अच्छी माने चांसेस आर मीनिंग चांसेस अच्छी चांस अच्छी यू कैन डू इट वे तो तमे करि परिबोनी इतरी नेगेटिव कौन होची इतरी नेगेटिव कौन होची व्हाट आर द नेगेटिव्स इन दिस व्हाट आर द नेगेटिव्स इन दिस नले व्हाट इज द नेगेटिव इन दिस भी कोई परिबा एटा पाइबार बहुत चांस अछि एटा पाइबार बहुत चांस अछि देयर इज अ ग्रेट चांस ऑफ गेटिंग इट देयर इज अ ग्रेट चांस ऑफ गेटिंग इट there is a good chance of getting it there is a good chance there is a good chance there is a great chance ए प्रकार में स्ट्रक्चर बने सेंटेंस बनेबे गाइस सी कारण पई सी कारण पई because of that reason because of that reason because of that due to that भी कहि परिबा एते सहज हेई न पारे एते सहज हेई न पारे that could not be so easy that could not be so easy एते इजी हेई न पारे एते सहज हेई न पारे यार कोन एति पई मु तुमको कहली कोन एति पई मु तुमको कहली is that why I told you is that why I told you is that why meaning कोन एति पई एटा हो कि सेटा हो बीट दिस और दैट बीट दिस और दैट एटा हो कि सेटा हो किंतु जहाँ भी हो किंतु जहाँ भी हो बट whatever it is but whatever it is ए सबु एते सहज नुए these are not so easy these are not so easy किंतु हेले भी but however नहले but nevertheless but anyhow किंतु हेले भी एटा हो कि जहाँ भी हो एटा हो कि जहाँ भी हो beat this or whatever beat this or whatever एटा हो कि जहाँ भी हो औ प्रकृति रे एमिति ही हुए औ प्रकृति रे एमिति ही हुए and actually it happens and actually it happens चलो एबे प्रैक्टिकली करिवा चलो एबे प्रैक्टिकली करिवा now let's do it practically तुम पाखरे केते अछि how much do you have कहली ना एमिति ही हुए told you ना this is how it happens told you ना this is how it happens is एमिति हुए मूलतः सेटा ही गोटे समस्या इसे मूलतः सेटा ही गोटे समस्या बेसिकली that's the only issue इसे basically that's the only issue एबे हबाटा बहुत कष्ट इसे एबे हबाटा बहुत कष्ट now it's very difficult to happen now it's very difficult to happen now it's very difficult to become टा में कौन सी जिंस हबा बनिवा अर्थ रे यूज करिया राइट happen meaning something that kind of incident जोटा ही जाए राइट it's very difficult to happen हबर बहुत कष्ट जो तेरे ज्यादा चांसेस नहीं पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं वैसे सिचुएशन अकॉर्डिंग राइट गाइस नाउ द नेक्स्ट वन एथिपाई बहुत कारण थाई पारे एथिपाई बहुत कारण थाई पारे there could be millions of reasons there could be millions of reasons thousands of reasons we say मूल कथा होची मूल कथा होची the fundamental thing is the fundamental thing is the funda is you can also say जोटा तमे भी भाभी पारिबोनी इसे जोटा तमे भी भाभी पारिबोनी which even you can't think is which even you can't think so guys केमिति लागला बेसिकली कमेंट करंतु गाइस मते एनकरेज करंतु ए प्रकार वीडियो बनाया पई स्मार्ट इंग्लिश एडवांस काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्रेशंस अपन मानक सहित शेयर करिया पई यसी प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करंतु लाइक करंतु कमेंट करंतु चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करंतु सो दैट कि आपन को ना डेली बेसिस रे सिखिबा पे मिलियो इंप्रूव करिवे कॉन्फिडेंटली फ्लुएंटली निजु को एक्सप्रेस करि परिवे निजर स्कोप बढ़ाई पारे चांसेस बढ़ाई पारे आगु को सक्सेसफुल हाँपाई सो इंग्लिश एज अ काइंड ऑफ लैंग्वेज जोटा ना सबू किसी जानिया पाई गोटे सुजोग दिए गोटे प्रिविलेज दिए गोटे चांस दिए गोटे काइंड ऑफ एडवांटेज दिए ए वर्ल्ड रे सर्वाइव करिया पे राइट